it'll be exactly the same schedule. Then on Sunday and Monday, it'll either be WWE 2K Battlegrounds on the mainstream and Crisis, or Crisis on the mainstream, depending. And then Sunday night, I'll probably do a stream of Fire Emblem, Three Houses. And then on Monday night, it'll be whatever game I didn't play on Sunday, and then probably Fall Guys. Okay? So that's the rough schedule for the week. A good variety of stuff coming up, and I'm excited for it, obviously. I mean, a good, really good variety week. And hopefully you guys will tune into the streams and hang out with me and have a good time. All right? Now, there are new releases coming by the end of the month as well. There's still a couple more. I think the major one that I'm thinking of is Mafia Definitive Edition. I think there may be one other major release by the end of the month, too. I can't remember. But good stuff coming up, okay? Good stuff, good stuff. So a few reminders. First of all, please continue to nominate games for the Rageathon. I know now I've been saying this for like 2 weeks. Later this week, likely like maybe Thursday night, I'm going to close down the nominations. I'm going to review and tally up the nominations to see what you guys wanted. Basically, I'm going to see what's viable as well. Because if you guys all nominated a game that's not easily available or it's super expensive, obviously I'm not doing that for the Rageathon. But I've heard Street Fighter V is like the second most nominated game. I don't know why you guys like seeing me play this game. I've now played it 3 times in a row, and it just never causes rage. It's just disappointment that the game is so bad, because I really just don't like the game. But if Street Fighter V is really what you want, I mean, we could do it. I tell you exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be exactly like last year. I'm going to play a segment of it with Ryu. I'm going to probably do pretty decently and get a bunch of wins because the people who still play the game at my level of playing are scrubs. Because, you know, this game's now been out for how long? 5+ years. And most people who play the game at least play it more than once a year. So my ranking must be abysmally bad. And so I'm going to be playing people who just basically don't play the game, and I'm probably going to get a bunch of wins. I'm not going to be playing anybody good. I don't know how to play the game anyway, so, if that's really what you want, I guess you can have it your way. It's like Burger King, right? Sound good? Okay. So, we'll see. But keep nominating. Keep nominating games later this week. Like I said, probably Thursday, Friday. I will close off those nominations, tally them up, and I'll let you guys know what games are going to be played during the Rageathon, which is scheduled for roughly around the end of the month. I'll have more information on that when we get closer to it. Okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely official. We hit all 3 subscriber goals for the month of September. I mean, that's outstanding. Now, obviously, I want to say thank you to all of you who did subscribe or gift subscriptions to the channel to make it happen. Obviously, at this point, we should acknowledge Only Iced Coffee, who gifted 150 subscriptions this month, and overall gifted 500 subscriptions to the channel over the last, 4 months. Okay? That's pretty insane. And obviously, that should be acknowledged, and thanks should be given, especially if you were gifted a sub by Only Iced Coffee, and you're enjoying that right now. Obviously, thanks are in order. FYI, this month, if your expired sub runs out and you choose to renew it, I believe it's a 20% discount. Just FYI, that's for the month of September. However, last night, Only Iced Coffee basically said he thinks that he's taken off. He's not going to be back. And I don't know if it was because his goal was always to just hit 500 gifted subs and take off. I don't know. For what I'm to understand, this guy has also been very generous to other streamers, too. He goes in for a couple months and hangs out with people and gives a lot of stuff, and then he takes off. I don't know. But he said basically
shut up this dude who's being a moron.
He was taken off, and he's probably not going to be back. So who knows? I don't know. Nothing seemed to prompt it. He just said he was taken off. So, thank you to Only Iced Coffee for the support over the last. It was about 3 months he was been here, gifting subs, hitting the sub goals, making it happen. We all appreciate that. Obviously, I appreciate the channel support. You guys appreciate the gifted subs. It was very nice of him, and maybe we'll see him back one day. Maybe we won't. But wish him the best. Okay. All right. Now, because we hit the 3 tiers of sub goal, that means 3 very positive things. It means, number 1, we'll be doing a Halloween event, where on Halloween, I'll be dressing up in a costume and streaming all day long, a marathon event. Number 2, it means you guys will be able to nominate and vote on the games I'll be playing during said event, which I'm hoping some of them will be horror-themed, although they don't all have to be. I'm sure maybe you guys will want to see me do some funny stuff like Fall Guys and stuff like that, maybe, for variety. It also means you guys are going to be voting on the category of costume I'll be wearing during the event. And in previous years, I did categories such as like a comic book character, a video game character, a pop culture icon, or my own personal choice and stuff like that. And in previous years, I've worn costumes such as Bob Ross, Yoshi, Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2, a Ghostbuster, Deadpool, among other things. Okay? So, good stuff, and we'll see what happens as we get closer to Halloween. I'll start putting stuff up so you guys can start nominating games and stuff like that when we get closer. What I want to do is I want to finish the Rageathon stuff first, and then I'll start posting the next stuff up so you guys can start working on that. Okay? Good stuff. All right, so that's what's going on around the channel. That's what's going on with the schedule. I hope that sounds all good to all of you. Outside of that, I really don't have much to talk about today. There's really not that much going on, and there was no real game news or anything today that happened. Besides the fact that I guess when the fall update hits for Fall Guys, there's going to be not necessarily new stages, but changes to existing stages to make the game harder. Because I've actually been saying this when I played it the other day. I said, you know, the game's still fun to play, but it's the same stages over and over, and it's actually kind of getting easy, because I think people have now been playing the game for an extended period of time. They're used to the stages now, and they found these masterful ways, you know, to beat them quickly and to find things. There's like, I saw someone who's walking down a slope, jumps, and it like doubles their speed down the slope. They're finding these little nuanced ways to beat the stages more quickly, and because of that, the challenge, you know, is it's been lowered, honestly. So what they're doing is they're going to add different things to the stages to make them more difficult. So, for example, you know the stage that has all the spinning platforms? So what they're going to do is they're now going to add swinging balls to the spinning platform. So not only are you spinning on the platform, but also you have to dodge the swinging ball while you're doing it. Or at those stages that have the, like, how can I explain? Because I don't know what you call it. You have to balance, a balance beam. There you go. The stages that have balance beams, you have to balance on, then like jump ahead or jump to another balance beam. They're going to add swinging balls to those too. Like, the reason what they're going to do is add in higher difficulty challenges to the existing stages to make them tougher. Now, I don't know if that means every single time you play the stage it'll be harder, or if they're only going to randomly, sometimes you'll have those added obstacles and sometimes you won't. At least that'll add some variety to the game. Because like I said, right now, with nothing changing, it's getting way too easy. So that's a good thing. But I think that's the fall update. I don't know if they have an exact date on when that's releasing, but that should be pretty good. I'm looking out for that. Outside of that, there's really nothing going on, so I really have nothing really to talk about here on pre-stream, because there's really no news or anything going on. I was checking out nothing, no pop culture, nothing. I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll have a pre-stream day where we just chat it up, you know, whatever we want to talk about live, rather than me having something pre-established to talk about. So what we're going to do, first of all, guys, I want to apologize, because I know for a fact Golden Colts was here and he cheered overnight, okay? Now, I don't actually know what he said. When I sat down to set up the stream this morning, I saw he had cheered a few times in the stream chat overnight. And, of course, I always read those out. For some reason, Streamlabs didn't capture that. And I don't know why. I'm looking. It only has 14 hours ago, and then it has the first thing was Elon just resubbing this morning, and that was 38 minutes ago. It doesn't have any of that overnight stuff. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, why I didn't capture it. I hope this isn't an ongoing issue with Streamlabs, because that would mean whenever I'm not streaming, it's not capturing the data. And then I can't give shout-outs later for your contributions that you do in between. It's none of anyone's business. That sucks. You guys know I love giving you shout-outs for all your contributions, and, you know, people that think about the streams when I'm not even broadcasting, coming by to support them. I really do appreciate that. So I have no idea what happened, and I want to apologize to Golden Colts. I would have loved to read your messages and respond to you. And they're not here. I don't know. I know it was like 3 different cheers, and now I can't read them. Sucks. Oh, you know what? I remember what they are. It just popped into my head. He had said something about the Travis Scott meal at McDonald's, and what he asked me was, if I were to make my own burger, okay, my own kind of hamburger meal, what would it be? Dave, that's a tough question. Because, number one, I'm going to be honest with all of you, and some of you may find this very controversial, so prepare yourselves. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, in general, I don't like McDonald's fries. I don't. I just don't really like them. I like thicker cut fries, and fries that have more potato flavor to them. I feel McDonald's fries are too skinny, and they end up being, half the time when you get McDonald's fries, half your box of fries is like crappy little skinny ones that are like rocks, instead of getting nice full-fledged fries. I don't really like McDonald's fries. I prefer like Wendy's fries or other places' fries. I feel are better than McDonald's fries. So if I were actually to get, if I were to make my own meal, I wouldn't have French fries. I would probably have something else, like maybe a side of little McNuggets or something. The other thing is, I used to like McDonald's chicken nuggets, the chicken McNuggets. I don't like them anymore. They've changed them too many times over the years. Half the time when I get a McNugget now and you bite it, the breading's not even stuck to the chicken. You got like a big air pocket inside of your McNugget. And it's always like not very tasty. It used to be much better. It used to be dark meat, and it used to be better quality flavoring, and now it's just like bleh. So I don't even know. Like, I would probably, because we're not talking just McDonald's, but if I were to make my own meal, it would probably be a burger and like chicken nuggets on the side, like make me like Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets or something like that, right, with a dipping sauce. That would probably be really good. As for the burger, if you think about all the different burgers that are out there, I prefer a burger that has a lot of good condiments with it and a lot of good like vegetables. So like a burger with fresh lettuce and tomato, fresh cut onion, some pickles. That's usually really good. Now, some people like the bacon on the burger. Some people don't like the bacon on the burger. I like it in both situations. All right, here's the burger I used to love. It was called the Big Bacon Classic at Wendy's. And they did away with it. Then they said they were bringing it back, and the one that they brought back is not the Big Bacon Classic. It's totally different. What it used to be, they used to take a burger patty, and it was a big-ass burger patty, but it was a square. And it was kind of like their equivalent of the Whopper, where it would have lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, mayonnaise, and ketchup with bacon on this big-ass flat burger, and cheese, as by the way. That was like my favorite burger from back in the day, when I used to get, you know, burgers from different places. Now, not to hate on like Burger King. Like Burger King Whopper is pretty good, but that Big Bacon Classic from back in the day was my like go-to burger. And then they did away with it, and now they're different. Not to say that their burgers are terrible or not. I still like the burgers, but the Big Bacon Classic is just like I really enjoy it. Every bite of the Big Bacon Classic is that would probably be my perfect burger meal. Would be like a Big Bacon Classic burger with a side of spicy chicken nuggets and some kind of dipping sauce. That would probably be my perfect burger meal. And you could call it the dark side special or something. But they would have to bring back those old Big Bacon Classic burgers, which are the big, flat, skinny, square patties. Those were the best ones. The ones today, they're thicker cut, and they're still good, but I liked it when it was a thinner burger like that, and it was bigger. So there you go. Of course, if you were to ask me, like, what's my favorite burger right now, currently, that people sell, Five Guys is still so fucking good, dude. Five Guys burgers are so good. They're fresh made, you know, super duper flavor. And the thing is, most people, when they go to Five Guys, they get a double. I don't ever do that. I just get a single, because the single's filling enough with the amount of shit they put on that. It's crazy. So there you go. Anyway, so I answered Golden Colt's question, even though for some reason his cheer doesn't show up on my dashboard here. That's what I'm worried. I hope that no one contributed overnight and I missed out on giving them a shout out. I hope this continues to work overnight. I don't know why it didn't. Very weird. Okay. All right, so now let's get to shout outs. First of all, Elon Jusk resubbed to the channel for 7 months. Said good to be back. Yes. He apologized publicly for his behavior. He got banned a few weeks ago, I think, for just being a jerk to me. He was insulting me and stuff in the chat. And he apologized, so I unbanned him. And this is his last chance. So welcome back, Elon Jusk. Secret Lover tipped me $1. Gee, thanks a lot. Secret Lover. First tip of the day. Oh my god, excuse me. Ooh, what do I do? All right. What are you secretly in love with, Secret Lover? Are you secretly in love with the Avengers? Are you secretly in love with the Travis Scott meal? Are you secretly in love with Joe Rogan? Well, it's okay if you are. You can admit it. Anyway, thank you for the $1 tip. Nose Vacuum did the first cheer of the day and says, Phil, what game would you think would make you rage the most? I would say
Tiger.
one of those like super hyper challenging platformers, of which they made 5 zillion of, like indie style games, you know, like a Super Meat Boy or something like that. A game where
and eat it. Sounds
it's
like a
simple
great
to play, but it's super hard challenging. You need to be,
The
like,
dog
perfect
just
for
shat on my
grass.
front porch today. Why would you eat the fucking shit right off the front porch? That looks like a
games that would
fucking
cause a ton of
delicacy,
rage.
doesn't it?
You know, or a game that's a huge time waster. Like, for example, when did I feel the most rage recently? Honestly, it was when I was playing Fire Emblem, not last night, but the time before. When I'm doing a stage, and I'm doing a combat stage, I played it for 25 minutes, and it looked like I was going to win. All of a sudden, the game says, oh, 25 minutes into the stage, we're changing your objective. It wasn't to beat the commander. It's actually, you need to defend this group of teammates that just spawned on the screen 25 minutes into the stage, and if you don't defend them,
Now this shocks me.
you know, and because now it's become an escort mission, the whole stage ends. You got to do it over, and that's what happened. I got completely fucked over. I had to replay the whole stage from the start. That actually caused me to rage because I don't like wasting time. I like feeling that when I'm playing a game, that my time is being invested into something productive. So, for example, Marvel's Avengers. Today we're going to be doing grinding content. Does it suck you have to grind to beat the game? Yes. At the same time, it's the first time I'll be playing with Thor and Captain America. They'll be leveling up in order to prepare for the final mission because we just got them and they're both level 1. So you see what I'm saying? Even though there's going to be some grinding content, it's going to be productive.
Are you a functional
and leading
retard?
towards
I have
the
to
end of the game.
ask.
Having to completely replay a stage from the start because the game basically designed the stage to be a bait and switch, that's bullshit. That annoys me. That makes me rage. So I would say simple games that are very challenging, like indie platformer style, like Super Meat Boy, and also, excuse me, games that waste your time. Also,
Also, probably following the game, following the fun gameplay, and chilling and relaxing with me.
Have really, really just driven me nuts. So, Always Hot Tea did 100 cheers. Have you seen Tenet yet? I have not seen Tenet yet. I'm probably not going to see Tenet. It's, you know, it's on, is it on demand, or I know it's in theaters, but there's no chance of me going to a theater. That's for sure. So I don't know if I'll ever see it. Always Hot Tea cheered again. It said Burger King used to be good when they actually flame grilled their patties. Now Burger King tastes awful.
Look at
Well,
them.
are you
Come
saying that
on.
they don't flame
You
grill
gotta
their
be kidding.
patties? Because doesn't it say that they're flame broiled, right? That would be false advertising then.
Jackie Chan is dead. Tip me $1 asking about the coronavirus
I don't know if
being
they
escaped
changed their
biological
process.
aging.
I would say like certain things.
I don't
always
think that's
change.
true.
No.
If it is,
But like if
well,
you go to Burger
that's
King,
fucked
you get
up.
the Whopper,
But who knows?
sandwich.
All right,
it's
let's
pretty much
continue.
the same as it always has been. I don't think they've really changed the Whopper over the years. I think it's
It's
pretty
Tevin's
much
fault.
the same as it always was. Always Hot Tea's its own microwave now. So more than likely, what they do is they make it early in the earlier, and then they put it under a heat lamp or something, right? It's like McDonald's. That's what McDonald's does too. McDonald's actually doesn't make anything fresh. They just fucking make it ahead of time, and it sits in a heat lamp until you order it. Oh, really? Chodagoo says, you put a mask on the patty and you spray it with this salty stuff to put the grill marks on it. Okay, then. Alrighty, then. Well, I like the Whopper. Honestly, I don't really like much else at Burger King anymore. But I do like the Whopper. So, that's pretty sad.
I
It's a
need
spray.
that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Weed Legalizer tipped me $2 and says, have you ever partaken in the forbidden herb? Yes, I've talked about this many times over the years. Basically in the year between, well, that break between
Business related, I still have it.
the end of high school and when I was starting up college, or university as they call it in other countries. I don't know why we call it college here. In other places call it university. Kind of weird, but that summer I did a lot. I drank a lot. I smoked weed. And then when I was in my first semester in college, I smoked weed a few times. I think total, I probably smoked weed 3 to 4 times. Okay? The first time I did it,
Play the
I
game
felt
constantly
absolutely
to make
nothing.
money.
I'm not. I'm serious. Like I didn't feel anything from smoking this weed. And everyone's like, maybe you're not doing it right. I was like, not doing it right. We're in a room. We're busy baking the fucking room. And I'm not feeling anything. I don't know. Some people said the first time that they experienced weed, nothing happened. It didn't really feel like anything happened. The second time it did. The second time I felt high, and basically it kind of makes you want to gab. It makes you feel euphoria. Like if
She has a sink. What the hell? She's smart. She has a stove and a sink. Everyone here, she's the only one who can cook and wash. So she's safe from the virus. Everyone else is screwed.
And then there was the one time I told you guys the story. The one time when I was at my friend's house and we were drinking, and then one of them had a joint and started passing it around for all of us to smoke. And I told him 3 times I don't want to do it, and he may say peer pressure got to me. I did it, and I got super sick. And I started like shitting and vomiting profusely into a toilet that was broken. I'm not going to tell that story again. It's too disgusting. And the last time I ever smoked weed was I was in college, and it was like a Friday or Saturday, and we didn't have any classes. So we got this weed, and we got it from a friend of a friend. And we didn't know it, but apparently this weed was laced with something, and we didn't know. And we smoked it, and then after that, like a day disappeared. Like, no lie, a whole day passed. And I don't know what we did that day. I don't have a clue what the fuck we did that day. We were all, like, high off our asses all day. And then I remember it was the next day, like a day, 2 days later after smoking the shit. And we realized, oh my God, today we have a dinner. Like, one of my friend's parents was coming to visit. And we were going to go to dinner with them. And we're like, oh my God, like, we have to get ready. What the fuck? What's going on? What day is it? What, like, so much time passed. It was just crazy. I was like, holy shit. And after that, I was like, dude, if this is what drugs do to you, there's no way I'm doing this to myself ever again. I can't have entire days pass. I can't have days I don't remember what I did. That's just fucking nuts, So after that, I took accountability. I said, I'm not going to be doing no anymore. I don't care what my friends tell me. And my friend, so my friends continue to smoke weed and do that shit. I said, I'm not doing it. No, fuck that. When you lose a day of your life, you're like, I'm done with this shit, dude. That's where I drew the line. So, amazing weed stories. There you go. Spartan King did a 600-bit cheer. That is the biggest cheer of the day. And Spartan King announced this will give him the 75K cheering badge. Thank you very much, Spartan King, for the cheer. In fact, that's the biggest cheer of the week because guess what? Everything reset overnight because it's Monday, right? So thank you for that, Spartan King. 600 bits. Okay, now before we get to shout-outs for the top cheerers of the week and all that, because it just reset. There's going to be like 2 people on the list. Reminder. Things have reset in regards to how tips goals work on my stream. There's no longer a vest streak. That's over with. And we have 3 tiers of rewards here for your contributions. If we raise $50 in tips on a stream, I put on the Gunner glasses. If we raise $100 and hit the tips goal for the stream,
PayPal is a network of interconnected banking institutions that use a magnetic stripe receptacle digitally online to transfer funds from one entity to another in a legal and monitored capacity. It is reported to the IRS.
So we hit $100 in tips today. The vest shall happen. You guys will vote on what vest you want to see. Now, if we double the tips goal, which is insanely unlikely, and we've only done it a very few times.
Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that.
Due to my new setup, I have the ability to actually move around, because I'm not sitting on a love seat anymore, and spin in my chair. So if we double the tips goal, I will spin in my chair 10 to 15 times to make myself dizzy, and then attempt to play the Avengers game. All right?
Special delivery!
I don't think this is going to happen. Special delivery! It's very, very rare that we've ever doubled the tips goal, and this isn't exactly the best reward, although it was funny. I did do it 1 week ago. Well, no, it was Wednesday of this past week. We did do that, and I spun. I couldn't stop, like, spinning in my head. I spun about 15 times, and when I was done, the whole room was spinning. And I almost fell out of the chair. But it's only happened that once. I don't think it's going to happen. To be honest. But that's the reward if it happens. Okay. So please consider contributing to the channel. Many ways to do so. If you tip, go towards that tip goal and help you more. Thank you for tipping at the end today. Contributions are not being free on my stream at all. They are much appreciated right now. Contributions accessories and or both of the new consoles that are going to be coming out. You know, I need to pre-order the PS5 when that happens, but I'm also.
Do you want to play the fucking game?
X, but I need to be able to afford it. So your tips are helping.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Okay. Dub, oh my God, Dub City.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
There you go. Oh, just from the two. Whoa. Just from the two, I feel a little dizzy. There you go. You got a free spin because you asked nicely. I gave you a free mini spin, but that was only 2. You know, it'll be 10 to 15 if we double the tip skull today. Okay. There you go. Okay. Angelo Bestia did a video.
It's none of anyone's business.
He says, I feel you. I'm smoking on a 100-degree summer day in Georgia, going to a theme park, and the weed sent me into outer space. Lost the day in the theme park. Can't remember anything, but it was a living nightmare. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, both my friends and myself, none of us could recall what we did. We know we did stuff because, like, we had spent money. Obviously, we had eaten somewhere. We were out. Think about this. We were out probably driving around, high as shit, and we have no idea what we were doing. That's not good. Definitely not good. Okay. Angelo Bestia also cheers a $300 tips goal. Take a hit from a massive doobie. Now, that's not happening. Listen, by the way, the air quality here in Washington is still terrible. We were told over the weekend. We were supposed to have, first of all, it was supposed to be Sunday.
Sounds like
weather's supposed to come in and clear out the smoke. Then Sunday, the other day, it didn't show up today. So Monday, there's going to be a big system's going to come in with wind and precipitation. It's going to get rid of the smoke. Monday comes this morning. Oh, we were wrong. Didn't show up. Maybe tomorrow. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm not kidding. Like outside, the air is still full of smoke. It's been 3 straight fucking days. And we keep telling us, don't go outside. It's like, Jesus, not only are we in lockdown because of COVID, you know, we have limited things we can do, and now you're telling us we're not supposed to go outside. You know, it's fucking stupid. So, with this freaking smoke in the air, the last thing I need to do is be smoking more. I already have enough smoke in my fucking lungs.
Oh, no! Oh, no! 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 Papa Vera!
Okay.
Oh, fucking shit.
Anyway, guys, let's get to shout-outs. This is going to be very short because I'm only shouting out the top cheers and the sub-gifters of the week, and obviously this reset overnight.
What do?
So, this is going to be a very short list. I have to refresh it, though. Hold on, I'm refreshing the list here because it looks like it didn't update from last night. Failed to load. That's what's failed to load. When something fails to load on Twitch, it shows you a little like a ghost from Tackle. It's kind of interesting. Alright, here we go. It's finally loading. Finally. Any day. Okay. So, shout out to the top cheers of the week so far, which just basically means the people who cheered this morning.
Can someone please shut up this dude
in 5th place,
a moron?
It's actually the tie for 4th between Angelo Bestia and Nose Vacuum. Golden Colts is in 3rd, so that just proves that Golden Colts did cheer overnight, and for some reason it doesn't show up on my list. I apologize. 2nd place, Always Hot Tea. And 1st place, we got some other big cheers earlier. First place the Turtle Napalm actually just did 100 big cheers. And then check out the Doom Trailer when you get time. It's the best sci-fi in a long time. The director of Arrival and Blade Runner 2049. Like, it's either. It stars Timothy Chalamet. There it is. Dave Bautista. Drax, the Destroyer, and Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and Infinity War movies. Zendaya, I don't know who that is. Yes, I do. I just saw freaking The Greatest Show, or Greatest Showman, so obviously I know who that is. Oscar Isaac, don't know who that is. Yes, I do. Jason Momoa and Josh Brolin. So that's an interesting cast. That's definitely an interesting cast. Well, it could be good. I don't know. I haven't seen a sci-fi movie in a million years. What was the last sci-fi movie I fucking saw? I have no idea. I can't even think of one. I can't even think of one I saw recently. You know what? It's because superhero movies are dominating everything now. So, you know, there's not that many sci-fi movies out anymore. Oh, I think I know what it was. Wasn't it, the movie with, Matthew McConaughey, where he goes into the black hole? I think that was the last one I saw. Okay, anyway. Adam Outlaw says, hey, dude, what's going on, Adam Outlaw? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right, so, guys, unless anyone else... Yeah, Interstellar, that was the name of it. Thank you, Spartan King. Unless anyone else has anything else to talk about, we're going to take a break. But anyone else have any topics, questions, contributions, anything you want to do, and I'll, we talk or shout it out before we go on a quick break, before we get started here? Meow. Sonic cheese tots? That's what you want to talk about? I've never had Sonic cheese tots. I like Sonic. Like, Sonic burgers are quite good, and their hot dogs are pretty good. I've never had their cheesy tots. Are those any good? What's my favorite household appliance? Oh, man. That's a tough... I mean, how can you choose between your oven, your refrigerator, and your dishwasher? You just can't. I'm gonna go with my food disposal unit in my sink is my favorite appliance, because it allows me to now get rid of leftover food without having to throw it out and fill my bags with stinky, rotten trash. I just get to grind it up and toss it out.
What the hell are you talking about?
So there you go. That's my favorite appliance.
Special delivery.
What's my delivery? Out of all foods, I say burgers or pizza. Both burgers and pizza I don't eat very often, and when I eat them, it's a rarity, but it's a guilty pleasure because it's so good. Italian food like heavy pasta with cheese and sauce or pizza. I love that shit.
Are you a functional retard? I have to ask.
Prominent. Like, there were restaurants like that all over the place. And now
do you want to play
on the West Coast, they barely even exist. The ones that exist aren't even like authentic East Coast style Italian. So whenever I get to sit down and have a really good Italian meal, that's really when I'm like, oh yeah. So I think that would be my guilty pleasure food, or a really good burger, which I don't really have that often. But I would say a really good burger, and quite good. So, okay. Let's continue on here. Knows nobody that 100-bit cheers. Which PS5 exclusive that's confirmed to be most looking forward to? That's a good question. See, Godfall, I'm like zero hype for. I almost feel I could be completely wrong, and I will be pleasantly surprised if I'm wrong on this. But I feel like Godfall is the Rise Son of Rome of this console generation. Like, this is a game that we've not seen too much complex gameplay of. The gameplay we've seen seems incredibly simplistic, and all it looks like is pretty graphics, right? So I get the feeling it's going to be just like Rise, where it's going to look really good.
Hint, hint, hint.
But it ain't going to freaking be amazing. You know what I mean? It's going to probably be, it's just a launch title. People will only buy it because it is a launch title. Obviously, Spider-Man Miles Morales, having more Marvel Spider-Man gameplay will be good. We haven't played a Spider-Man game in, 2 years? And that game was really good. Although, if it really is identical to the original Marvel Spider-Man game, maybe it'll end up kind of losing its charm right away because we already played that. You know what I mean? But honestly, the most intriguing launch title for me for PS5 is fucking Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks.
Oh no, someone's illegally restreaming you.
I can't wait to play this game. I seriously cannot wait to play Bug Snacks. I'm dying to see what this game is. I have to play Bug Snacks. I gotta get my hands on those Bug Snacks. Alright? I'm not joking. Shout out to Capital Crawler, who tipped me $27. Thank you, Capital Crawler. That's a very generous tip to start the day. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
Look how dumb they are.
And I get this up to $30 in tips before we even started. Thank you for that. Very much. Appreciate the support. Spartan King did a 50-bit cheer. He says, gotta be Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden... You mean Horizon, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn? I mean, it looks good, but that's not a launch title. The question was, what are the biggest launch titles? And the thing was, originally there were going to be a lot more, and a bunch of them have been delayed. Like, what was that one? Deathloop got delayed. What was the other one? Oh, God, what was it called?
Grow Up.
The one starts with a K. It was an RPG, cartoony RPG. Yeah. That one got delayed too. Like a lot of the games that looked like they were going to be launch titles are not actually. Oh, Kena. That's what it was called. Kena. Yeah, that one got delayed too. But there's a strong rumor, all right, that Demon Souls.
If I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on camera, I would do it.
I don't know if I believe that or not. Because I don't know. I'm just skeptical of it. At the same time, we do have the Sony event on Wednesday. It's very possible they're going to show more Demon Souls and announce it is a launch title. If it is, that would be cool. Definitely, I would play it. But I guess we'll see. The other cool thing is, you know, Demon Souls has an entire boss fight that's a summon boss fight where you're fighting a human that's summoned over the internet. So now to actually have that functioning properly, because it didn't work the last time I played it.
What do I do?
Will be pretty interesting. So. Always Hot Tea Cheer 100 bits says, what's a game you enjoyed playing that was or is considered unpopular among gamers? The Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. It was viewed as a flop. It was viewed widely as a flop. They didn't sell as much as they wanted to sell. And, you know, the fact that the online connections are god-awful. They never even added in basic functionality, like the ability to kick someone from a fucking room. They just didn't bother. But yeah, I probably play that game way more. I probably play it more than any fighting game streamer. I'd almost guarantee you I've played the 30th Anniversary Collection more than any other person who plays fighting games. Definitely. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Like, I don't think there's anything else that I really play that consistently. So, yeah, that would be the one that I would call out. The other one that game Too Human. So, Too Human is a game that was long in development hell. Had a lot of funding and everything. When it finally came out, it ended up being it wasn't generic, but it basically was underwhelming. What it was a grind fest. You were a guy who was supposed to be like a demigod, and you just fought hundreds, waves of enemies over and over and over, a few big epic boss fights, but ultimately the game was very forgettable. But the reason that I actually liked Too Human was because that was the year when I was getting back into console gaming. I had quit competitive Street Fighter, and this was before I did YouTube. This was the year before I did YouTube. And basically, I played it, and when I played it, I used it as a way to unwind and relax. So I would sit there having a drink, like I would drink like rum and coke, and I would just play the game and grind endlessly. And it would unlock achievements. This is the era where achievements were a big thing, so getting the achievements and stuff while you're playing it was neat. And I ended up playing that game twice through. Not once, but 2 times fully through. To unlock all the stuff and basically get all the achievements and stuff in it. And no one liked that game. But I played it twice. So. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. What I need to do, sadly, I need to turn on the air conditioner. It's now 80 degrees in my office, which is too hot for me. I don't know about you guys, what comfortable temperature you like. 80 degrees in a stuffy office full of electronics is a little too hot for me. So, air conditioner's going on. I'm going to take a quick break to use the restroom. When we come back, it is the conclusion of Avengers. Like I said, we have to do probably at least 2 grindy style missions to get the components that we need to unlock the final mission. I don't know if we'll need to do more than that, but we're going to play with Thor and Captain America for the first major time to see what their abilities are like and level those characters up before we head into the end game mission. Okay? Did we end up wrapping up playing today, or we could pick over some Fall Guys or something? But I don't necessarily know how much longer it's going to take for us to beat it. There's a necessary grind that's required, so we'll see. But it should be fun to see the end of the game finally and go from there. So let us quickly break. I'll put you guys some music, and when we come back, it's Avengers. All right, guys. Thanks. Chill out for a little bit. I'll be right back. Thanks a lot, and see you in a bit.
Miserable. Just miserable.
Look how dumb they are.
It's DarkDave's fault. It's Tevin's fault. It's Jefferson's fault. It's Alexander Divine's fault. It's Super Hound's fault. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. It's DarkDave's fault. Tiger, tiger, row, tiger, row. That sucks so hard, man. Canadian doing says EB Games will close all stores in Canada because of the virus. Well, EB Games is the same as GameStop. Here they're called GameStop, not EB Games anymore. So
care how it originated. I just wanted to stop. Lawlerman is serious. The rest of the NBA season has been canceled due to the virus. Wrong. The NBA was suspended. It was not canceled. Which means it may resume for some time. No way.
I want to take different field.
Grow up.
Alrighty, everybody, I am back. It's time to start up with Avengers, but first we got a couple shout-outs to do. A couple tips came in during the break, which is very nice. Thank you, guys. So first of all, a $20 tip came in from Newbridge Capital LLC. Newbridge Capital LLC. Okay. And they said, Phil, tell us a story. Well, once upon a time. Excuse me. Wow. I didn't even intentionally do that. I'm not even kidding. He just came out of nowhere while I was talking. Oh my god. Well, excuse me. That was absolutely disgusting. Now I think the story is ruined. So, we're up to $50 in tips. That means, yes, I'll be wearing the Gunner glasses as we begin. Also, Rob on Wheels to me $5 said, looking forward to hopefully seeing your Bubba Ray look again. Glasses and camo. Laughing out loud. So I believe you mean, one of the Dudley boys, right? Yeah, I remember he used to wear, sometimes, you know, the camo, like a camo outfit and glasses. Yes. So, alright. Well then, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate that. New